Let's move on to our next topic, and that is going to be talking about these illegal fake accounts that are going on and some of the issues going on there, and some of the places that people are getting it.
Yeah, I got this email from a driver. Obviously, once in a while we'll put these up in a format that it's easier this way because they do express themselves so well that I can't do any better job or justice to what they're saying. So I'll just copy and paste it in Google Docs and send it to Chris, and we put it in a slide and show it to you guys. So this was like a very, very timely thing because it's also, this subject, Chris, is taking hold on Twitter. By the way, people, our Twitter, me and Chris's Twitter account, I'm super active on Twitter now since my boycott started specifically. Go on the link in the show notes. My Twitter and Chris's Twitter are there. Follow me, and then you would have caught all these breaking news yesterday and today.
Yep. Well, shots fired, everything.
Shots fired, a lot of shots for getting fired these days. We're gonna fire a lot of shots in July. I just can't wait until July. Rideshare and delivery stolen ID account problem. We've been talking about this for months now, maybe over a year now, right? That look, I'm not against immigration. I'm not against illegal immigration. I'm against illegal immigration. Period. Okay. If you want to, this is as political as I'm gonna get. Period. Done. So with that said, we talked about it quite a bit, that a lot of gang members, a lot of gangs in this country actually are abusing these immigrants by giving them fake accounts, creating fake accounts, and the consumer is not safe, and the companies are not doing anything about it, right? Now, that also adds to oversaturation, okay? And the people who justifiably got through a background check, did everything correctly, are not getting enough orders now or trips now because these illegals are doing all this bullshit, right? Okay. So this gentleman sent me this email. And if you're here, thank you for being so eloquent about it. So not sure if you have spent any time on DW. DW stands for dark web. Here's an example of Walmart clone store, okay, where all the illegal rideshare and food delivery drivers are getting their docs. Okay, so you literally can go to the dark web. And, we had this problem with our contributor, Gabe, in San Francisco. He had his ID stolen. And then, he got deactivated, actually. And I get a lot of emails these days. Serge, Uber, deactivated me saying that I have a duplicate account. Well, that's exactly why. Your ID is stolen, and then other people are grabbing your ID and opening new Uber accounts and doing trips with it, or Lyft trips with it, or DoorDash, or whatever it is, right? It is so easy these days to get these fake accounts or, stolen accounts, stolen ID accounts. Literally, it's literally a few clicks away, a few $100s away. So all these illegals, that's what they're doing. They're coming in and, they're finding these. I mean, these ads are all over. Can I say the social media names or no? No, because you said something. Okay, they're all on these major social media outlets. Okay, you literally can see the advertising that get an Uber Eats account, get a Lyft account, get a DoorDash account. I'm going like, that's what they're doing, and they're getting it. And look, they have no outlet. They're here illegally. They got to do something. They got to make some money to eat or whatever they got to do. The illegals, and they're doing it. Everything goes into a Bitcoin escrow account until each party gives the okay. So very easy to get a driver's license. Obviously, to get on board, we need a driver's license, and they're doing that. That is older than 1 year to get on the Uber platform. As you know, Uber has a 1 year requirement, unlike Lyft, but Uber is flooded with illegal drivers. You'll need a VPN, virtual private network, with no logs, and the browser if you want to investigate yourself.
Now, hold on. I'm gonna interject right here. First of all, don't go on the dark web. If you are, you're gonna need more than a VPN, no logs, and Tor browser. I would also highly, highly suggest getting a virtual machine and doing that just in case, and taking proper safeguards in the event that you're trying to do this, because there's a lot of crazy shit there. If you want to know more about it, go to the YouTube channel Some Ordinary Gamers, and Muda, he does these deep dives into the dark web and stuff like that. So if you want to see what it's a little bit more like without taking the risks that could be tracking you or could, find your information and things like that, which they can do very easily without taking the proper precautions. Uh, go on there and check out his deep dives. You'll see a lot more on it. I just want you guys to
Yeah.
protect yourself, especially in the event,
Well,
these are accounts that have been hacked and stolen, and it's very simple for you to get hacked or stolen as well. And this is just one way that you don't need to worry about that.
yeah, I mean, don't do it to start with. First of all, our audience is probably, all legally onboarded drivers. We're talking about like, what is happening in the country, and the companies are ignoring it. So he says, I spent a lot of time figuring this out. TripRadar has also been compromised with an Android clicker apps and physical clickers off Amazon. I mean, this driver knows what he's talking about. Well, why comfort comfort trips radars disappear instantly? The Android software clicker is why I suspect Uber is now forcing overlays on Android phones, which we will talk about my boycott, after they shut down some third-party access to the platform. I'm really missing Maximo. Well, no, Maximo's still around if you have an Android. I think Gary's still here. And having that price per mile, which we know, we talked about transparency of Lyft. They're, putting price per mile and dollars per hour on the ping screen now. I just want a fair platform where we can earn a respectable living. Exposing these app companies is important since CPUC and rideshare companies in California are fine with fake drivers, illegals who don't pay any taxes and will take lowball, no profit rides at or below the IRS deduction limits. I have talked to DoorDash execs in my car going to the office in San Francisco about fake documented drivers, and they seem to be well aware of it and want to do nothing. I agree. Hopefully, some state politicians will watch SMTMC. Well, we do get watched a lot. We're circulating all over the place these days. And what's happening in July is part of it, because somebody got a hold of a couple of our videos, and we're going to expose a lot more.
Hey everyone, Sergio here with the Rideshare Guy. What do we say on Show Me the Money Club? Work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, which I have been for the past year and a half, you may be working a lot harder than you need to. Let's change that. Download the app, link your account where you can manage your income, track your expenses, as well as your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more money, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download the Solo app today. Begin to work smarter, not harder. Link is in the description. Let's get back to it.
But we're doing our best to expose these things. This is bad. This is bad for the consumer. This is bad for all of you who have onboarded these platforms legally. This is bad for the migrant. I'm talking the illegal immigrants who are here as migrants, before they get their green cards or citizenships. They are under the rule of a lot of gangs who get these accounts and hand it to these people. They make them work 10, 12-hour shifts, and they take bulk of the money that they're making. But to a Venezuelan migrant or a Ukrainian migrant who's here under very difficult circumstances, $50 a day is huge money to them, because they were making probably $50 a month in their own country. And look at these. These are some of the screenshots this gentleman sent me. These are all driver's licenses that you can go on the dark web, and it's for sale right there. And once you have that, that's all you have to do. Upload. But these bad guys are doing all this work, getting the accounts ready, getting everything ready, and renting it out to you. And this needs to end. And companies are not doing anything about it. And here's some more. Look at these. Look at all these accounts: passports, accounts, driver's licenses, social security cards. This is in the dark web. This is happening, Uber. This is happening, Lyft. This is happening, DoorDash. This is happening. You guys, with all your technology, instead of squeezing the existing legally onboarded drivers some more, you need to take care of this until, well, we talked about it, Lincoln Riley. We talked about it 4 months ago. One of those assholes who are illegally in this country killed this 22-year-old nursing student. Okay? And it's happening every single day. New York City. It's happening every single day. And I can't just, I don't know what else to do other than reach out to legislators, reach out. And I know it's a huge problem in Texas, huge problem in New York City, huge problem in Florida, and unfortunately, these migrants are getting shipped by buses to different places and getting dumped somewhere. And look, they have to make a living. I understand, but it should not be this way. This is jeopardizing the safety of the consumer. And I have been witness to this myself. I order Uber Eats once in a while, and then it's a female is supposed to bring my food. A guy shows up. And this is not kosher. Uber Eats, Uber, Lyft, Rideshare. We need to end this. And you guys need, in your own cities, you guys need to get in touch with your local legislators. If you feel like your market's oversaturated, this is one of the reasons, people. So instead of complaining to us about it and yet you're not making money, start talking to your legislators about these illegal accounts where these companies are not doing anything about it. So I'm going to keep talking about it. I know some people don't like me talking about these things, but I have a voice and I'm going to get it out there. And this needs to end. Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Grubhub, Walmart, Spark, Instacart. This needs to end. You have the technology to nip this in the bud, but you are not doing anything about it.
Yep. No, I agree right there. And, it not only hurts the migrant who's working, but it also hurts everybody, because we talked about that pie. And there's 7 million slices of pie that are happening right now. So yeah, this is something that it hurts everybody, because it's going to become oversaturated. It's going to become a bigger issue, and it's something that these apps really need to take under control and get under control before it becomes an even bigger problem. And it's only a matter of time. It's not a matter of when. It's only a matter of time, because it's going to happen when safety comes into account. And yeah, you're going to piss off the wrong legislators, and they're going to come down much harder than what should be when it comes to just nipping in the butt now and not having to worry about something that could be even worse tenfold down the road. So yeah, it's definitely something that needs to end.
Yeah. We're going to keep talking about it. I mean, every few shows we talk about it, and then we're going to keep talking
Rebecca's
about
right. It's possible. And I mean, she's walking proof when it comes to Kid Kaboo, because of the entirety of what they have to do when it comes to the background checks and the interview process for drivers to even get onto Kid Kaboo, versus something where Uber and Lyft is just simple, where you upload a couple of documents and you wait a couple of days and boom, you're online.
Yep. So anyway, but yeah, we'll keep talking about this.
Tom, no, we can't adjust the ticker because that is done through StreamYard. So if you're watching on TV, we're sorry about that. It's just the way the resolutions are. You might be able to change the resolution on your screen. So if you have something like wide or cinematic or something like that, you could change it where it's going to be like fit, or something where it'll actually fit onto the monitor.
Tom, don't change anything. If it's making me look skinny, don't change anything.
Well,
don't worry about
I mean,
the ticker, bro.
it changes it just by a little bit. It's just the ratio.
Okay,
so I mean, we're in a 16:9 ratio. So if your TV is like stretch or something like that, or wide, it's actually going to stretch it further out. So you could try getting it back on there.
Absolutely. So that's the CEO of Kid Kaboo, and she knows, and her business is giving trips to kids and teenagers. Okay. And we'll have her on shortly, probably next couple of months, to get an update about it. But there's a way. There is a way to do this better. There is a way to do this like Massachusetts. There is a way. Why do we not talk about oversaturation in Massachusetts? Every driver, top market in the country for a couple of years, because they have dual background checks, they have dual car inspections, they have all these safety safeguards. Why not all the states do it? I don't know. This could easily be nipped in the bud. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, I don't know if I can get bigger, buddy. I'm wearing black shirt. I was going to change my background, but then, whatever. Hey, man, when you see me one day, I'm not as big as you think I am.
I am a 90s boy band growing up.
There. I like Tom right there. Comment of the day. Thank you.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.